Himalayan weather, but a wake-up call. Global warming melting Himalayas. Urbanization choking Uttarakhand. Is India ignoring a Himalayan SOS?
This Himalayan region is an extremely fragile ecosystem. And to blame this incident, the tragedy that has happened just on monsoons, would be too simplistic. So what exactly is the reason behind this? Well, there are multiple factors. It could be urbanization. It is also the apathy that we as humans show towards our nature. It is also the melting glaciers. There are multiple factors that work together in amalgamation that can lead to such disasters. Here's a report explaining it.
The Himalayan deluge is back. Mountain of gushing water sweeping away everything in its path. With fast and ferocious pace, and this time also unforgiving. India's Himalayan region under siege of nature's fury. Flash floods are turning roads into raging rivers, homes into rubble. What you are witnessing today in Dharali, this devastation, its script was written long ago. Rest of India is not untouched. The Met Department issues heavy to very heavy rainfall warnings across vast swaths of the country. The storms are more violent, the rains more brutal. Entire hill towns on the edge. Why? Because the planet is heating up. And this is more than just monsoon mischief. Scientists now confirm the rise of glacial origin floods in the Himalayas. Experts say the regularity of such floods earlier, once every 10 years, is now as many as 3 in just 2 months. The Himalayas are melting, causing devastating floods downhill. Glacial lake outburst floods are projected to triple by the end of the century. Flash floods, already the cause of 85% of flood-related deaths, are striking faster, deadlier. And India's rapidly urbanizing landscape is making things worse. Concrete replaces forest, water finds no exit, and cities and towns are caught unawares. One recent example is Uttarakhand, where the Tehri Dam was built on the Bhagirathi River. Stands at a majestic height of 260.5 meters with a vast 4 cubic kilometer reservoir. Earlier, the river's catchment area was limited. But post the dam, it expanded sharply, intensifying cloud formation. And now, during monsoon, the saturated clouds can't hold the excess moisture and they burst. This isn't weather, it's a wake-up call. More heat means more water in the air, and when it falls, it pours. The world is on edge. The next flood? Well, it could be tonight, and the clock is ticking. Will we act or drown in silence? Bureau Report, India Today.
The melting and receding glaciers can be extremely dangerous. They can create situations which can be threat to human life and property. Now we cut across to Sneha Mordani in the studio, and she will be explaining this to us in a greater detail. Sneha, over to you.
That's right, Anjali, be with us. In fact, it's tell our viewers a little about glacial flood threats in Himalayas. Not the first time, and unfortunately, we know it will not be the last time that we've seen a devastation of this kind. The Met had issued landslides and flash flood warning. This is the Met Department warning on the 21st day of July. Mega flash floods then hit Nepal's Rasua on the 7th of July. Remember, it's the same region. Essentially, it's the Himalayan region, which is the common belt between both the countries. Flood due to glacial lake outburst took place in Tibet as well, the same belt again. Flood destroyed a hydel plant, bridge, and also the flood caused by lake under glacier which grew in size. Rains in Himalayas aggravating the situation, aggravating what has triggered this devastation here with landslides and flash floods, the kind that we have seen in this region in Uttarkashi that has led to just so much devastation here. Back to you, Anjali.
And as the disaster struck, India Today's teams rushed to the spot just hours after the incident. They trekked, they tried to cross these broken roads, they encountered landslides, but they reached the spot and tried to bring you the latest updates. Watch their journey. We are en route to Uttarkashi, and what you see behind me is just a sample of what's happening on the National Highway 34. This is the National Highway 34. This is what connects Uttarkashi to the rest of the state, especially coming through Rishikesh and Dehradun. Now, this entire stretch has been dotted with landslides like these, and it's been a challenge for the authorities to constantly clear these up, remove the piles of rock, sometimes mud, gravel, remove them and make space. As you can see, it's a fairly wide highway that gives a lot of space, and that is the reason why it is considered that this area, which was considered a fragile ecosystem, had to face the impact of constant highway widening. There you see behind me, right now the traffic movement is happening. There is no issue about it, and as we can just see, if I can point out to you, there is a helicopter that we can see right now in the skies. This is an indication to the fact that probably some sort of air supplies will now start moving towards the affected area. The affected area, Dharali, currently completely inaccessible via road, but the NDRF and SDRF teams are going there by foot to attempt rescue operations. Now we should remember there are 3 points where there was massive impact. One was in Harshil above the army camp, the second was Dharali, and third was Sukhi Top. So these 3 areas were where we saw massive columns of water rushing in. But to reach there and to help the people who might be stranded, we have to navigate this, landslides like these, and we are hoping that we won't encounter something like this as we move further down. From the National Highway 34, this is Anjali Istawal with camera person Nasir Khan for India Today.
पहाड़ों को चट्टानों को तोड़ती हुई ये जेसीबी इस समय भटवारी में खड़ी है। रास्ता बंद है और रास्ता बंद होने के साथ साथ ही पूरे धराली में जो आपदा आई है उसमें राहत बचाव कार्य में भी बाधा बन रही है। ये सड़कें राष्ट्रीय राजमार्ग थीं, जब तबाही आई तो उसका असर यहाँ भी देखने को मिला। सैलाब के साथ सड़कें बह गईं, कुछ हिस्सा रह गया, कुछ हिस्से को तैयार किया जा रहा है ताकि ये रास्ता तैयार हो तो राहत बचाव कार्य शुरू हो। जो टुकड़ी वहां पर है वो राहत बचाव कार्य कर रही है। एसडीआरएफ के जो लोग हैं वो फिलहाल मिशन पर हैं, लेकिन बड़ी संख्या में दरअसल दूसरे इलाकों से जिन बचाव कर्मियों को आगे भेजा जा रहा है उनका मार्ग यहाँ अवरुद्ध हो चुका है और वो भटवारी के एक हिस्से से लेकर के दूसरे हिस्सों के बीच फंसे हैं कि ये रास्ता खुल रहा हो। अब बारिश लगातार हो रही है, जिन सड़कों को मजबूती से पाटा गया था अब इसमें धीरे धीरे फिर नमी आ रही है। ये देखिए, जैसे मैं पैर रख रहा हूँ जूते, यहाँ फिर नमी आ रही है और जब इस पर से भारी गाड़ियां गुजरेंगी तब इसके फिर धंसने की संभावना बन जाती है। यानी मौसम एक बड़ी चुनौती ला रहा है। पहाड़ों में रह रहकर लगातार बारिश हो रही है और खासकर कल दोपहर के बाद से ही बरसात रुकने का नाम नहीं ले रही है। उत्तरकाशी में मानो तो जैसे आसमान बरस पड़ा और रुकने का नाम नहीं ले रहा है और इसी के चलते पहाड़ों से जहां तहां झरने फूट रहे हैं, रास्ते बाधित हो रहे हैं और इन्हीं बाधाओं के चलते उस धराली में भी राहत बचाव कार्य बेहद मुश्किल हो चुका है, जहां न जाने कितनी जिंदगियों पर अभी संकट मंडरा रहा है।
Roadblocks like these, landslides that have been caused by either falling rocks, falling mud, or trees uprooted. They are causing roadblocks on state highways and national highways and even smaller roads that are connecting towns and villages. And this is one of the biggest reasons that the rescue operations are delayed and hampered. But as is expected, while these roadblocks get cleared, and as we are seeing, the weather also is taking a turn, and it might be helpful now for the air operations to also kick off if possible, then the rescue teams and rescue operation would reach the people who required the most. We were headed from Delhi to Dharali area via Rishikesh. That is when we got to know that the road over there is blocked due to the landslides, and we took this detour. But here also, this massive tree was blocking the road. But promptly, the authorities removed it, and now we shall be moving ahead from here and going towards Uttarkashi, and we hope that the rescue operations over there will pick up. From Suakholi in Uttarakhand, this is Anjali Istwal with Nasir Khan for India Today.
The first team who were there exactly started evacuation and rescue operations, ensuring people in the low-lying areas living exactly along the Bhagirathi. Now look at this. This is really scary. The very furious Bhagirathi, and why it was needed to evacuate people. I can see the huge tree branches that have come all the way from Harshil in different parts. That's flow of the river. It itself looks scary. Now, once you have the access to that area, now remember there have been the top area, Kesu top, that there is also multiple landslides, and all these landslides, there are reportedly that now the lake formation is going to, because the river is not flowing exactly with its speed. Now there is a lake formation, and if there is a lake formation, they'll have to see whether the water level is rising or even breaching the danger mark, and it is coming on the road. Because if there is a flow and there is a lake formation, eventually that will also be further thread and could potentially wash away the road connectivity as well. So once the first team of the responders, as the road is being now done, see, let me take you. These are the roads that were totally washed away. Now the another alternative route has almost been prepared. The structure there where exactly I'm walking in were literally, you know, it was a threat for any individual or vehicle to pass through. Now they have just made alternative route, cutting the mountains from the side and preparing at least 12 to 13 feet of the road for the access of the vehicles.
धराली क्लाउड बर्स्ट की घटना को 18 घंटे से भी अधिक का समय हो गया है, लेकिन अभी तक उत्तरकाशी से जो तमाम जो आला अधिकारी हैं, साथ में जो रेस्क्यू टीम है, वो अभी तक घटना स्थल पर नहीं पहुंच पाई है। पूरा गंगोत्री नेशनल हाईवे भटवाड़ी के पास खंड खंड हो गया है। रेस्क्यू टीम का न पहुंच पाना सबसे बड़ा प्रमुख कारण यही माना जा रहा है। गंगा जी के जलस्तर को आप देख सकते हैं किस तरह से गंगा अपने प्रचंड वेग में बह रही है, और साथ में जो गंगोत्री नेशनल हाईवे है उसको कई स्थानों पर गंगा नदी ने अपनी चपेट में ले लिया है। आप देख सकते हैं पहाड़ी किस तरह से दरक रही है। जमीन में आप देखिए ये सड़क जो है बिल्कुल नेस्ता नाबूद हो गई है, पूरी धंसने लगी है, हर जगह क्रैक्स पड़े हैं। सबसे बड़ी चुनौती बीआरओ को इस मार्ग को खोलने की है। उसके बाद ही जो रेस्क्यू टीम है, एनडीआरएफ, एसडीआरएफ, फायर ब्रिगेड, उसके साथ ही जो जिले के तमाम जो आला अधिकारी है जिन्होंने रेस्क्यू कार्य को मॉनिटर करना था और साथ में रेस्क्यू कार्य को अंजाम देना था, जिसमें डीएम, एसपी, सप्लाई से संबंधित जो तमाम प्रकार के जो डिपार्टमेंट हैं, जिम्मेदार जो महकमे हैं, वो उसके बाद वहां पहुंच सकते थे। लेकिन यहां पर मार्ग का पूरी तरह से वॉश आउट हो जाना सबसे बड़ा कारण माना गया है कि रेस्क्यू टीम घटनास्थल पर नहीं पहुंच पा रही है। अब देखने वाली बात होगी कि आखिर बीआरओ कब तक इस मार्ग को खोल पाएगा और कब रेस्क्यू टीम घटनास्थल तक पहुंच पाएगी।
उफान पर बह रही हैं। अगर रुद्रप्रयाग में अलकनंदा एवं मंदाकिनी की बात करें तो दोनों नदियां अपने खतरे के निशान को पार कर चुकी हैं। इस समय हम रुद्रप्रयाग में मौजूद हैं। आप देख सकते हैं जो अलकनंदा नदी है, नदी विकराल रूप धारण करके बह रही है। जो नदी किनारे स्थित आवासीय भवन है वहां तक पानी पहुंच चुका है। नदी किनारे स्थित आवासीय कॉलोनी है जहां पर वाल्मीकि समाज के लोग रहते हैं, उन कॉलोनियों को नदी ने पूरी तरीके से टच कर दिया है और सुरक्षा के दृष्टिगत इन घरों को फिलहाल खाली करवा दिया है। आप नदी के दूसरे छोर भी देख सकते हैं कि जो आवासीय भवन है, आवासीय भवनों के ठीक नीचे पानी पहुंच गया है। ठीक सामने हनुमान मंदिर स्थित है, जो मंदिर की रेलिंग है, रेलिंग तक पानी पहुंच चुका है। इसके अलावा जो नदी के किनारे बनाए गए अन्य घर हैं वहाँ भी पानी पहुँच चुका है और सुरक्षा के दृष्टिगत इन घरों को कल रात ही खाली करवा दिया गया था। चमोली जिले में लगातार बारिश होने के कारण अलकनंदा नदी उफान पर बह रही है। नदी का जल स्तर लगातार बढ़ता ही जा रहा है। आप देख सकते हैं कि रुद्रप्रयाग में अलकनंदा नदी ने विकराल रूप धारण कर दिया है और पूरे रुद्रप्रयाग शहर में अफरा तफरी का माहौल है। लगातार बारिश जारी रहने के कारण लोगों के सामने कई प्रकार की दिक्कतें पैदा हो गई हैं। नदी किनारे रहने वाले लोगों के साथ ही जो चार धाम यात्री हैं उन्हें भी अलर्ट किया गया है। खासकर केदारनाथ यात्रा को आज के लिए स्थगित किया गया है। यात्रियों को जगह जगह सुरक्षित रोका गया है और यात्रियों से अपील की जा रही है कि वह मौसम साफ होने के बाद ही यात्रा करें। प्रवीण सेमाल, आज तक, रुद्रप्रयाग।
Well, as the team of India Today brings you all these updates and ground reports, our intention is not just to give you the information and the news, but also to make you aware of how sensitive our hills are and what we are doing to them. And also, we hope that what has happened this time is not going to be forgotten like the floods of 2013, and that the government and the right agencies are going to take cognizance of it and invest in things that could help us mitigate these effects. Early warning systems, disaster management systems, AI programs, these are the things which can help us ensure that our environment is protected and we live as one with this environment. Well, that's all we have for you from here. We're just 50 kilometers away from ground zero, and we hope tomorrow we'll be able to make it over there. Have a great day.
आज तक की टीम भटवाड़ी से 15 किलोमीटर पैदल चल के गंगनानी के इस स्थान पर आई है। लेमचा घाट के नाम से ये जाना जाता है।
We are on the road to Uttarkashi. We had to take a detour because National Highway 34 is completely blocked. There are multiple locations where there are landslides.
It was a threat for any individual or vehicle to pass through. Now they have just made alternative route, cutting the mountains from the side and preparing at least 12 to 13 feet of the road.
उत्तरकाशी से पहले कंडी सौड़ ये जो राजमार्ग है यहाँ पर बहुत बड़ी मात्रा में ये मलबा जो लैंडस्लाइड के जरिए इस हाईवे पर आया है।
इस तरह से भटवारी के पास जो पूरा एक रास्ता है नेशनल हाईवे गंगोत्री का, वो बह चुका है और जगह जगह से ये ब्लॉकेजेस हैं और वॉश आउट हो गया है पूरा रास्ता।
Probably some sort of air supplies will now start moving towards the affected area. The affected area, Dharali, currently completely inaccessible via road.
The very furious Bhagirathi, and why it was needed to evacuate people. I can see the huge tree branches that have come all the way.
आप देख सकते हैं ये आपदा का भयावह मंजर। ये किस तरह से ये पूरा पुल ताश के पत्ते की तरह बह गया है।